Hey there, so today's video is about algorithm and spotlighting, utilizing Brie Larson as an example. Why is that? Well, because several months ago, we found out that any kind of search results had been changed on this platform, allowing Brie Larson, well, not to have the headlines like she did before. If you look at the search results nowadays, too, you'll notice what kind of folks actually get that hit. You have mainstream names. You have channels with huge names. You have a specific type of check mark beside them. Brie Larson's guest host monologue on Jimmy Kimmel Live, 2.3 million views, and this bypasses other places, giving this 2 months, but giving it top billing. Same thing happens with another one, another Jimmy Kimmel Live, with guest host Brie Larson interviewing Jamie Foxx. Wired also gets preferential treatment in this, with Brie Larson answering the web's most searched questions. 8.4 million reviews on 11 months. And then, if we look at the fourth, I don't want to bore you going down all of these, but Brie Larson and Scarlett Johansson on First Kisses, Fan Tattoos, and Avengers Endgame. Ellen Show, 14 million views. Now, what's astounding about this, number one, is who this is meant to appease. Take this article from The Verge, for example, where this is actually spun as a good thing by quote-unquote news outlets, not because of the suppression of information, no, but because platforms are fighting the Brie Larson trolls by changing its search algorithm, and how a simple news tag can change everything. Now, what's amazing about this is what's utilized to justify change. For example, one of the sources that most articles quote is a Changeorg Petition, talking about YouTube needing to fix the Brie Larson YouTube algorithm. Now, before we look at this, because again, I want to be thorough there, I want you to notice certain indicators about it. Number one, somebody just went out, took a photo, a random one from T-Mobile at 41% on their phone. And number two, they couldn't even pull down 5,000 signatures on this. But still, this showcases how change is needed. Now, you look at the description of this, it sounds like those news networks wrote it too. Or maybe a platform wrote it even. When anyone types in Brie Larson on YouTube, we are bombarded by hate videos from specific YouTubers who take advantage of the algorithm. These hate videos are the first videos that pop up for some reason. Brie Larson's interviews have millions of views, but we don't see them when we type in her name. YouTube, please fix the algorithm so that we see videos like Brie Larson on The Ellen Show. You notice that was there. Jimmy Fallon was on down the list just a little bit, but he's on there too. Jimmy Kimmel. You notice that Jimmy Kimmel not only got spotlighting, but new interviews were the top parameters on that, other interviews, etc. Brie Larson interviews in Ellen, who has 10 million views, but for some reason the video is not on the top. Videos that are on the top are hate videos with around 30,000 views. This algorithm encourages hatred and encourages these YouTubers to keep taking advantage of growing their channels by making malicious attacks against Brie Larson. Please, YouTube, fix your Brie Larson algorithm so that we don't have to see all these hateful videos when we type her name in. Change her name to a newsworthy category. Do something. I can't stand by while YouTube lets these people keep profiting off of hate and with this messed up algorithm. Now again, what's hilarious about this is how many people actually signed on for it. You see, 10 months ago, 3,000 supporters, but with that 3,000 supporters, it actually worked out. You see too that it only got 2 comments in the reason for signing area. Yes, they got some likes, 30 and 28 respectively. But, if you look at this here, it says so much. Brie Larson is such a good and inspirational woman. She doesn't deserve that. I'm signing this petition because I believe that Brie Larson does not deserve the hate she gets. Again, basic stuff. Now, what's particularly nefarious about this is, it's captured in this statement. This week, YouTube recategorized Brie Larson as a newsworthy search term. That does one very important job. It makes the search algorithm surface videos from authoritative sources on the subject. Instead of videos from individual creators, YouTube responds with videos videos from ET, ABC, CBS, CNN, and other news outlets first. So essentially, what you're told here is that anything can be changed with one little label, and that label, it basically pushes anyone out except quote-unquote trusted sources, bringing you that same bland brand of news that you've always not liked and wanted to move away from. Now, what's insane about this is how it circumvents your own private setups on YouTube. For example, you'll notice my first search was on just a blank platform. Well, this is on mine. And you notice I still have Jimmy Kimmel Live hitting. Don't watch Jimmy Kimmel Live, want nothing to do with it, but still you notice that hits. You'll notice that this stuff too, it's the same things that are shuffled in here over and over again, because again, one simple metric is changed, and that simple thing, it changes everything. What this setup does is it makes you search individual creators, and then you'll notice videos with 520,000 hits, 322,000 hits, and so on. And you'll also notice that it buries newer videos, so going from 520K to 19K within 10 months. It's not because of the material, it's because people, they don't find the material. Now, what's interesting is the platform, it will not disclose exactly what makes something newsworthy or not, although the outlet said that it was able to confirm that this is part of YouTube's ongoing campaign to ensure that when people use YouTube as a way for looking for news on a topic, the company relies on authoritative sources first and foremost. So again, they're telling you that individual YouTubers out there, they haven't paid their dues. This setup, it's not about them. It's about going and spotlighting something that people were trying to get away from in the first place. Now, what's interesting about this, and questionable in my opinion, is it just one platform that's doing this at the time? While movies are coming out and criticism is abounding, other sites are also changing up their algorithms, saying that their movie sites are dealing with review bombing. You notice that word again, always coming up, troll. Take the review site Rotten Tomatoes, for example, and what they did in advance of the Captain Marvel release. Essentially, they stopped letting users leave comments before a movie launches, and it removed a badge showing the percentage of people who indicated that they wanted to see the film. Unfortunately, a staff blog post said, "We have seen an uptick in non-constructive input, sometimes bordering on trolling." So essentially, if you don't want to go see that movie, if you're saying, this isn't the thing for me, that's quote-unquote trolling now, that word we always come back to, because you're either excited about something, you either say, yes, I gotta have it, or else. In coverage from Verge on this topic, and this is not the same article that we looked at before, to note, in a call with Verge, a spokesman said Rotten Tomatoes, which is owned by ticketing platform Fandango, has faced a new level of review bombing over the past 18 months. She said only a few films have been seriously targeted, including, and you notice these films here, Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and Black Panther, two big franchise installments that implicitly or explicitly critiqued ism or other types of ism. But trolls are becoming a standard risk for any big movie that's considered too, you see the other words there, to the point that studios are actively trying to counter trolls themselves. Now, what's utterly insane about that statement is that we're told from a company there that Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and Black Panther, they're two big franchise installments that supposedly critique two types of ism. We're also told that there are giant corporations out there that are actively trying to quote-unquote counter the trolls, and that these places, they're making moves for them. What's utterly insane about this is they don't even hide this stuff either. Rotten Tomatoes, for example, says that they hire moderators to scan through reviews to see which ones are quote-unquote suspicious and to remove them after release, and that they are going through and mulling the equivalent of the Amazon verified purchase badge, where if you buy tickets through Fandango, you get to actually have a voice on the site. But again, your voice may get removed if they don't like what you say. Now, these are only two examples of platforms that explicitly noted that they changed algorithms to suit one person, one movie. I mean, we have over a dozen examples out there. They utilize the same terminology because they're all coming together. And really, why would they do that? Why would they want certain types of voices to be the ones that are highlighted and other ones to go to the background? I wonder. But anyway, you let me know what you think about this. So let me end by saying thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. You make these endeavors possible. Not enough people say that. A lot of places forget. And well, woe be it unto them. If you want to sub, you want to share videos, I appreciate that. But you just showing up, spending your time here, that is valued. I don't want to monopolize any more of it. I just want to do what a lot of people don't. And I want to say thank you. And we'll be doing this again soon. So check us out then. Thank you.